is a perfect night here in the capital city of Atlanta, Georgia. We've got the roof open, and we are ready to go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Joseph Osai has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. So certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. They'll set up a throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. This defense for the Vikings, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of the game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here. Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on that very nice play downfield. A combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. They'll look to throw here. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return here for Perry. That'll be a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They'll run left with Pollard. And this is going to be back-to-back tackles for a loss here as the Falcons defense yet again drops him behind the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Fields on 1st down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, Fields forced out to his left. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Pollard will score. Touchdown, Vikings. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch. When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second and 9 now. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that penalty?
I'm so confused. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he's got room. Oh, some strong running. Touchdown, Vikings. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Falcons on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now it's Fields. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
But Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week.
And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. On first down, Pollard. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go back to Pollard on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Here's Fields. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They snap it to Fields. Flushed out right. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second and 10. Now Fields.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Fields now to throw.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
The defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He's going to float this one deep right side. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Vikings are going to take over here up near the 40. So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one bit.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On play action, Fields.
Dancing to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Touchdown, Vikings! Quez Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Third and long. It's Fields. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And the 13-year man puts it through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there. And
what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Check. Check hot route. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Tempo.
They go play action here on 1st down. And incomplete on the deep ball.
and where they are on the scoreboard almost dictates taking this big shot and trying to get right back into the game. They took it there and couldn't connect. Despite the defense being ready, go ahead and force it downfield. See what you can get.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Back to throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Von Bell. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 2nd and 11 now.
Fields.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 11. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Von Bell.
And the Vikings will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Pollard again. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
To throw is Fields. Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To the air again, Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Watkins. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. On fourth down, Fields got his target, Samuel. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front. But somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Tony Pollard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are. And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there on the scramble.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him. And he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Fields on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 98 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Mike one. Hey.
A shotgun snap, Fields. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Simi Fehoko, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Point after, right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Falcons on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. What's the mic? Watch one. Watch one. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. 6.
Fields. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Vikings are closing in now on a 7th straight win to start the year. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off right around the 43. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided. I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? It's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or 2. You like being out there at the end of these wide margins. When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the... Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Second time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold onto the football while being jostled?
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. There he goes, right side.
I need to get my swag right there.
He's at the 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Now here's Pollard, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
But I think it's about time I took my eyes off of the secondary or the guys with the football. How about the offensive line on that snap? They took care of business.
Absolutely, and when he can stay in the pocket like that, you're going to get big plays like we just saw.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On play action, they'll throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. 2 straight sacks have them backed up now for a 3rd and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. This is caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many